What is up, everybody? This is Atlas 4. Today we're going to be playing Everspace, a game by Rockfish Games Studio. It is a roguelike sci-fi shooting adventure, similar to FTL in the sense that you'll be jumping from system to system, and you won't know what's going to be happening in that system once you get there. So we'll go ahead and jump on in. Alright, and when we jump on in, you'll notice that we are in a hangar. And we have 3 ships to choose from. Initially, when the game came out, you were only able to choose this particular ship. It's just kind of your average all-around ship, has a shield, pretty average hull points. Here you can see the statistics, 510 hull points. And if we go ahead and look over here, we see we have a smaller ship. This is more of a scout-type vehicle. It's a little bit faster, I believe. Hull points are only at 300. Shield hit points at 60. We can compare that back to 125 shield and 510. When we move forward a little bit, you'll see that we have the Colonial Gunship. This I have unlocked because I played a little bit. It was 10,000 credits as well. The way the credits work in this game is you will be doing your sector-to-sector jumps in the game, and you will be collecting money, doing various things. You'll see when we jump on in. But you have to spend that money after you die, because if you try to start a new game over, it will just erase whatever credits you have left. So here, I have 289 credits. That will actually go away because I can't afford to purchase anything from the perk tree. Each ship has its own perks, and you just upgrade them after you've... Actually, if we go to device slots, I can upgrade the device slots on that particular ship. Okay, and those upgrades will stay with you throughout the game. So we'll go ahead and we'll use the all-around ship, since that's what most of you will be starting with, because it's the only one unlocked once you start the game. We'll go ahead and launch. We're going to have 3 difficulties here. Easy, you'll receive 25% less credits. You can actually see more information here. Lower threat levels. The way the game should be played, I believe, and I think the way that the developers intended it to be played was on normal. You could play on easy if it's your first time. But let's go ahead and jump in on normal, and maybe eventually we'll try out hard. Okay, we're jumping on in here. And this is pretty much what you'll see every time you jump on in. And immediately you'll notice that we have been seen by some enemy units here. You'll notice by the little exclamation point when you walked in. Now let's take care of these guys real quick, just so we can talk a little bit more about the game. Okay. Alright. One thing I have to say about this game is it looked phenomenal. It's really great graphically, and it's not very taxing on your system, to be honest. You would think a game looking this well would be. But it seems like they've optimized it pretty well. Okay. Now that we're able to stop and collect ourselves. Basic control scheme on the keyboard. WASD to move around, mouse to look around. You can use a controller. It does have controller support. You have a third-person flight view. If you hit V on the keyboard, you get an in-cockpit view. The model is nice on the inside. No cup holder, but that's okay. And if we fly around, you'll notice that these are neutral individuals, indicated by their yellow targeted reticles. The G&B are here throughout the game. Now, if I wanted to, I could attack the supply transport and it would drop some supplies once it gets destroyed, but then my faction standing would drop with the G&B, and every time they see me for the next couple of jumps, they would attack me on sight. So instead what we'll do is we have a couple of scanning probes, and we'll go ahead and if you see at the top there, we have some of our abilities that we have equipped, and we have a scanning probe. So let's go ahead and hit C. That'll scan the area, and what that does is it highlights any areas of interest that we are able to interact with. So we have a few tech containers. Let's go ahead and check out these containers here. If you want to boost, just go ahead and hit shift. Now you'll notice that little green bar on my reticle starts to deplete. That is your overall energy. Pretty much everything you do is going to take up energy, so if I am shooting my lasers here, you'll see the energy is dropping. My Gatling guns do the same thing, and it's the same thing with boost. Okay, well, we'll go ahead and approach these tech containers. These are strewn about throughout the game, and all you have to do is shoot them. Alright, so we have a blueprint. There is crafting in this game. We can check that out in a later episode. Teleporter MK3, I have not heard of that, so we'll go ahead and hit F to check it out. And it looks like only the scout class of ship can actually use this. Teleports your ship forward. That sounds pretty useful, so hopefully we'll see it in a future playthrough. We can go ahead and salvage that for some parts. We can utilize those parts to craft some abilities and weapons later if we'd like. Okay, 700 credits there, not bad. We'll fly out. And let's see if we have a container nearby. I'm just following the arrows here. Let's check out this tech container, then we're going to go ahead and jump because I don't want to spend too much time in each system. Okay. Very good. Plasma torpedoes, missile defense system. So if we go ahead and hit F, so we have a shield, we have a weapon overdrive. Our shield is pretty important. We could replace it if you're feeling gutsy, but we probably want to hang on to our shield. Weapon overdrive. What that does is increase your weapon's rate of fire and damage for a few seconds, depending on your energy. So we'll go ahead and swap that out, because missiles do get launched at you pretty frequently in this game, so it'd be nice to have some kind of defense against that. So we'll swap it out, and then we can actually go ahead and salvage our weapon overdrive for some parts. And what do we have here? Plasma torpedoes. I'm not interested in the plasma torpedoes, so we'll go ahead and salvage those. Okay, now when we go to jump, top right you'll notice we have fuel. And it's a circle with 100 in the middle. That's how many units of fuel we have. Every time we jump, that uses a little bit of fuel. So we'll go ahead and do that now. You look for the green spiral circle there. Charge up your jump drive. And you're away. Now if you've played FTL before, this will look a little familiar. On this screen you can just select 2 random paths, and I believe you have unknown risk. I think there are some perks later on that will allow you, upgrade the sector scanner perk to reveal threat levels, just to see what is a little bit more dangerous or not if you're trying to play it safe. Then you can take an alternate route. So let's go ahead and jump there. Okay, and here we are with, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies. Let's give it a scan. And all of these guys just noticed me, so let's go ahead and get into some combat. So right click will be light missiles. That's what I have equipped as my secondary. And for the sake of this video, I'm just going to try to get through these guys pretty quick. Normally I'd try to save my... this is not a very good situation, actually, so... what we can do is we can jump while we're under attack. Let's go ahead and do that, because this is not exactly an ideal place to be. And you can dodge a little bit, as long as you keep your reticle and you're not getting hit too hard, you can keep charging your hyperdrive. Okay, let's go ahead and travel to the next system. We only had one choice. Alright, now, this is an interesting planet. There is no planet-side activity. I don't think there's any plan for that. I think this is just majorly going to take place in space. And this is good up here. This is a little space station that you are able to fly into. If there are enemies nearby, it will close. And of course, as I say that, there's an enemy. So let's see what this guy sells. Looks like he's going to be selling fuel, as indicated by that symbol. And let's see how much money we have, $939. Yeah, let's go ahead and buy some fuel. There we go. So each jump is going to take up about a quarter of the circle. So it's good to see. If I had 10 more, I could get another 4 jumps out of this, but that'll have to do for now. Now, there is a container. We could break open that container. That will cause the GMB to attack us, however, so we won't do that. Instead, let's go ahead and take out this scout. He's by himself. Oh, just kidding. He's not by himself, but they're just scouts, so we should be okay. Oh, not quite. Okay. And for the next one, let's go ahead and switch into cockpit view. Just guys give you guys a little taste of what that's like. And I found that it's slightly easier. Let's whip out the Gatling gun. Finish that off. As you notice, the pulse laser is pretty good to take down shields, but then if you want to take down the hull, the Gatling gun is the way to go. Okay, let's go ahead and check the wreckage here. And nothing of interest. Let's check this wreckage. It's always good to comb through these just in case you find a container. Oh, what's this? There we go, tech container. And we've got a flak cannon. Now this is actually a really great weapon. And, oh, nope, I can use it. Interceptor and gunship are the only two. Let's go ahead and replace our pulse laser with it. Swap, and we will salvage the pulse laser. Okay. So that does a lot of damage. And maybe we'll get to try it out before we end this video here. Let's check. Did I already check this? Let's pull out a cockpit view just to get a nice view of the ship. And you'll notice my hull was damaged. So the ship is actually kind of damaged. So what's cool about this game is if you hit the Z key, or whatever key you decide to bind this to, you can pause the game into a screenshot mode. So I'll say I'm firing my Gatling gun, I hit Z. Now I can rotate the camera. Any action I was doing has frozen as well. So this is a great mode to take some screenshots, get a really nice view in the background to go along with it. I thought that was a great feature to add to this game. And you just hit Z to pop right back out of it. Okay, and it looks like we have some enemies to test our flak cannon on. Let's go ahead and do that. And we'll switch to cockpit view. So as you can see, a decent amount of damage. Use a missile to take out the drone. And oh yeah, that's a one-shot on the drone. And look at that, we've got some people warping. I'm glad we got to take a look at that. Alright, and the drones, they usually go down with one missile shot, so. And every enemy drops random materials. We are actually full of fuel, so no need to take any of that. And look at that, 10 light missiles. You know, we've got 15. Alright, let's go ahead and jump one more time, and then we're going to go ahead and wrap up that video, or this video. Okay, and then after this video, our goal will be to get to 10,000 credits in one run. And with that, we'll go ahead and purchase the Scout, and we'll get to test that guy out. So what's interesting about the last sector is that it's just a jump gate. You do not need fuel to jump through the jump gate, and that will just bring you to a whole nother sector where you can keep on going and jump from point to point. Now this is an awful place to be. So we're going to go ahead and jump through that jump gate, and that is where we'll end the episode.
As we advance, we grow and learn.
Alright, Sector 2. This is where we'll end the video. You saw a little dialogue there at the bottom, and perhaps throughout the video. There are some characters in this game. I believe there may be a story coming at some point, maybe perhaps some missions. I would like to see that. But for the time being, it's just those two characters. It's like an AI on the ship, and then your character who is the pilot. Alright, well thanks for joining me. This is my first YouTube video. I'm new to the whole YouTube Let's Play realm. Hoping you enjoyed the video. Next time we'll keep going. We'll keep going on this run, and we'll see how far we can get. And hopefully we can afford that Scout. And thanks for watching. Alright, take care.